Breakfast tailgating in Lawrence, Kansas. Never too early for some barbecue as the Jayhawks will host the Georgia Tech Yellow Jackets here in Lawrence, ACC versus Big 12. Welcome to Big 12 College Football Saturday, presented by Phillips Televisions. This morning, 17th rated Georgia Tech takes on a total turnaround from yesterday when we had great humidity, showers, steam like sun, but today, tremendous day for college football. And the kick. Bashir's off his hands. He'll bring it out. The 10. And nothing doing there. He is pinned by Isaiah Johnson for Georgia Tech. He arrived in the spring of '09. In trouble. Runs into his own. Fumbles the football. It was ruled dead. He was in the grasp. Boy, there's a break because Isaiah Johnson at 130, 8.1 per carry for the quarterback. Keeps it out, kicks it off here. Jones still on his feet. And Jones sprints to the 22-yard line of Kent for Nesbitt and crew. Nesbitt keeps and scores. Touchdown, Georgia Tech. He made it look easy. Joshua Nesbitt, who had 3 TDs a week ago, gets the first, and the Yellow Jacket fans approve.
Paul Johnson knows that Johnson to get a little misdirection look.
And the kick by Scott Blair, who was 5 of 5 last week.
Figure out what you have to work with offensively.
3rd and 8 here. Well, escapes one and complete for the first down inside Georgia Tech.
First thing that they have to do is don't self-destruct with turnover and penalty. They have to determine field position positively and score in the red zone. Touchdown.
Well, connects to McDougal. And another
first line of scrimmage, so Georgia Tech has to go base.
1st and 10. Now they put it on the ground, and here is Quigley. A good, tough run to the 22. And the Kansas crowd is for the Yellow Jackets. Well, rolls out. Got time, got a man. Whoa! Touchdown, yes. Jayhawks, first of the season. McDougal.
Well, we talked about it. Get in the red zone, score touchdowns. And they did. Didn't leave any points on the field there. That's a good answer. Georgia Tech's first drive, they go down the field and space defense. Good move.
Webb to McDougal for 6. Ranstetter on for the PAT. And Jacob with a kick is good.
Quarterback to the ground who weighs about 220.
1st and 10 line brought to you by Phillips Televisions. Nesbitt rolls out, incomplete. On a 3rd and long, and the
can answer.
And here's Pitt. His first opportunity to play today is Cale Pitt, the sophomore quarterback who started last. That bug, so everybody changes their names.
Right.
We don't do that all the time,
That's
you know.
Right.
Patterson got the first down. He's at the 45. As now for Cale Pitt and the Jayhawks. He drills it. 1st and 10, Kansas. Wilson, senior receiver in here. 2nd and 7. And Pitt completed that one out on the flat to Patterson. And another
in right now.
Jordan Webb hands it off here. And again, up the middle, Kansas mixing it up with the pass and the run. And Sims
up front.
Webb hands it off again. And again, Kansas powering it through as Sims again, not to be denied, the freshman out of Irving Tech. 2nd and goal. Webb finds his man. Touchdown, Berry. Tim Berry at the tight end, and the Jayhawks take the lead.
Well, while we were away, we noticed that Georgia Tech only had 2 defensive backs in there. A lot of defensive linemen and linebackers. And
Ranstetter comes on for the PAT. It's up and good. And the Jayhawks have taken a... Who would have thought this would have occurred in yardage as we get going here in the 2nd quarter with Kansas. Georgia Tech going to answer quickly, though. And on the run, 40, 35, 30, Anthony Allen. Just like that brings the Yellow Jackets down. 3rd and 2.
Go. Oh,
Kansas knifing through that time. That was Springer.
oh man. Talk about the timing. Watching
On a 4th and 3, trailing by a touchdown to Kansas here in Lawrence.
we did.
There it is, and they get it? Stepped out of bounds. We'll see where they spot it. We'll keep an eye on it today on this triple option offense. 2nd down and right to the side this time, going up the middle. Nicely done that time by Anthony.
He's got skins on the wall. That's the thing. These kids believe in these coordinators. They have skins on the wall.
2nd and goal from the 4. Nesbitt stumbled, but then picks up and takes it into the end zone. Touchdown, Georgia Tech. Joshua Nesbitt has both of their
A one-on-one. He'll run over a safety just like he did there. Nesbitt is like an F-150 truck.
And Scott Blair. 2 to go in the half. 3rd and 3. Jordan Webb steps up. Oh, going off without the football that time.
Yep. He runs it a myriad of ways. Spread option, triple option, midline option, counter option, trap option.
He won 45 games in 6 years in the Naval Academy. The pitch here, Jones stepped out of bounds on the Georgia Tech sideline.
With it.
Nesbitt. Last minute pitch, and it works again. Smith runs out of back case. There was no coverage. 3rd down. Nesbitt again the pitch, and this time Orrin Smith rambles down the sideline. 14, tail end of the first half. Georgia Tech trying to take the lead, and Nesbitt drills it in the end zone, incomplete. Trying to hook up with Stephen Hill. Last year, 14 of 20, including 4 of 4 in the ACC title game. And he knocks this one through with plenty to go. And Georgia Tech takes the lead on to punt it. Damon Patterson, stay away from it.
Wow.
High but short kick, and it takes a Kansas bounce. And the Jayhawks will have it inside the 30-yard line.
Well, we're talking about one of their quickly.
Sims comes into the backfield. He ran for 26 yards in the first half. Gets an opening here. 15. Sims knocks it down inside the 10. Sims again weaves his way inside the 5, down near the 2. And there is Cross to make the stop. 2nd and goal to go from the 2-yard line. Sims strolls into the end zone. Kansas takes advantage of that field position, and as a result has the lead again. Foster helped open the door for James Sims' first touchdown as a Kansas Jayhawk.
And a nice block by backer to the turf unceremoniously.
Branstetter for the PAT, and it is good. NC went to the Orange Bowl and coming in ranked number 17. Don't expect them to panic. Not with that guy at the signals. As Nesbitt, the delayed pitch, just like that. You have a waist like him.
Yeah.
We don't know if we can handle your hair like that.
Yeah, right.
The pitch again by Nesbitt down the sideline and fumbled, but out of play as Roddy Jones.
Ball carrier number.
You know, there's such a thing as being balanced running the option too, and they are.
They had, what, 12 ball carriers last week for
right.
300-plus yards rushing. And Roddy Jones is snapped that time by Steven Johnson.
Times in space today, one-on-one.
4th and 7. Nesbitt looks to throw it. Incomplete. And Kansas will take over. Calvin Rubles on the play defense.
After the snap, let's talk about 2 huge penalties.
Sims gets the handoff, and Sims, who scored the touchdown to start the second half for Kansas.
Coming off the ball and establishing running lanes.
Come right back to the action as they quickly set up the play, and that will be a first down on this. We must come ahead in the turnover category. The penalties have been the swing so far. Jordan Webb.
Wow.
And goes right into the hands of the Georgia Tech defender, Kyle Jackson.
Brady McDougald had it right in his breadbasket. Team game, but man, quarterback did nothing to take that shot.
1st and 10 line is brought to you by Phillips Televisions. Peoples in motion, gets the pitch, sheds a tackler, stumbles all the way across the center.
Buzzing around.
He dives on it. And it'll be fourth.
Razzle dazzle, make you miss.
Ooh. Wow. Speaking of make a miss, and now Sims rolling, rambling, if you will, on Tech to mid. They had 96 yards of rushing total last Saturday. Webb in trouble. Escapes one. It is complete across midfield. Well shy of the first down. Tech, we'll see if KU takes advantage here. 1st and 10 at the 3rd and 2. Patterson gets his 6th reception of the day. Still dancing. It's scattering. Oh, my! Patterson, he scores!
I got a celebration flag going on here. A little celebration penalty, unfortunately. You talk about an electric run. Holy mackerel. Going to somersault. Unless yourself, if you land wrong.
You got to read the situation a little bit there. I'm sorry. Kansas will pay for it later, but they get the PAT here. And the Jayhawks now, remember, they scored in the early moments of the 3rd quarter. They score in the 1st minute of the 4th quarter and lead it by 11. They're trying to support that defense of the Jayhawks. Nesbitt keeps the football. He's upended and is well short. Back to the line at the 46 of the Jayhawks.
Watch out for that toss sweep again. This might be a little too many yards for it, but they're in the formation where it could occur.
Ultimate confidence in this offensive set. Nesbitt. Incomplete. Intended for Stephen Hill.
Well, they ran the
4th and less than a yard.
Oh, I don't know.
Initially, he looked all right, but then they popped him, and he may not have gotten it.
Yeah, he kind of backed up, put it in reverse, and the sticks right now.
1st and 10 line brought to you by Phillips Televisions. It's 3rd down and 14. Beery in motion, sets back up on the left. Jordan Webb got time. Incomplete. Looking for Patterson over the middle. Hawks as Nesbitt. Bring him out. Looking to throw. Got a man wide open at the 20, the 40, and cutting back and stumbling. Peoples almost had a chance to take that. The 4 great players off of last year's Orange Bowl team. Going deep here, trying to get it all back. In the end zone, touchdown! What a catch by Stephen Hill!
Man, and Nesbitt bought time. Nesbitt created space in the pocket. A little slide step.
6 yards on the drive and going for 2 here. Nesbitt, complete, Hill again. And just like that, 28-25, Georgia Tech with 50. Leonard Gill trying to get his first win as a Kansas coach. The look into Patterson, 30, Patterson, oh my, still on his feet, and stops shy of the 40-yard line. That'll move the chain.
Huge 3rd down right here, maybe the biggest of the game.
They need 2. Jordan Webb taking the snap. Sims did not get it. So now you sit 1. Nesbitt to throw again and scramble out of there. Going deep. Flag is thrown, incomplete.
If we get pass interference, though, Kansas was grabbing a little bit down the football field. He is cool, calm, collected. Ooh.
Fumble. Kansas says they've got it. No signal from the official.
He got blasted, though. That was a good defensive charge there.
Georgia Tech maintains possession. Play of the game. Nesbitt looking to throw here. Incomplete. Intended for Hill, and Kansas should win this one.
Huge penalty. 4th and 3.
Yellow Jackets from Georgia Tech as Kansas about to celebrate. Flags thrown here with 21 seconds to go.
And Turnagill's not happy. He feels that it's Bush League unsportsmanlike for Georgia Tech to 3 times jump in the neutral zone like they are. You know, he feels that it's not being sportsmanlike. And you know how...
Offside defense, 5 yards, still 4th down. We'll wind it.
And you know how Turner Gill is about those kind of things. It's a way to stop the clock, Bill. He's just buying time. And, you know, Turner Gill is kind of like the whole thing's on Sportsman because it's all a moot point anyway. But Paul Johnson pulling out all the stops. Turner Gill gets the win. What a win for the Jayhawks. Leader. And Turner Gill is special.
James Sims, one of the many heroes for the Jayhawks today, along with Jordan Webb and crew. Coming up next on College Football Saturday, the quadruple header rolls on. Colorado at Cal. To be followed by Wyoming traveling to Austin to meet number 4 Texas. And finally, it's Virginia against Southern California. For Dave Lapham, Emily Jones.